Why do some people give up whilst other people persevere? I'm thinking about it. Why do some people go an extra mile? They don't quit, they don't give up. And why do other people easily give up? What comes to my mind is this: when you fight for something you know is right, there's nothing to fear. When you know you are right, you're not lying, you're not cheating, you're not pretending, you're not making up stories. You know you are in the right. You fight for that. You're not afraid. And a good example of that is that widow in the book of Luke, chapter 18. We began talking about her yesterday. Let's refresh. One day, Jesus told his disciples a story to show that they should always pray and never give up. There was a judge in a certain city. He said, who neither feared God nor cared about people. The widow of that city came to him repeatedly, saying, give me justice in this dispute with my enemy. The judge ignored her for a while, but finally he said to himself, I don't fear God or care about people, but this woman is driving me crazy. I'm going to see that she gets justice because she's wearing me out with her constant requests. Then the Lord said, learn a lesson from this unjust judge. Even he rendered a just decision in the end. So don't you think God will surely give justice to his chosen people who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off? I tell you, he will grant justice to them quickly. But when the Son of Man returns, how many will he find on the earth who have faith? All right. We're talking obviously today about perseverance. And perseverance, we could say, is the mother of success. You can have a lot of skills and knowledge, you can have money, resources, you can have the right connections, you can be placed in the right situation, in the right time, in the right moment, with all the right tools at your disposal. But if you do not have perseverance, you won't go very far. You can start, but you don't finish. You begin, but you don't reach the finish line. Perseverance is a skill that a lot of people overlook. You may look around you to a lot of people you admire because they're knowledgeable, they have a lot of talent and skill. Okay? And you may forget that you have inside of you a very valuable skill, which is called perseverance. You may not be able to play piano or keyboard, you may not know how to work with a computer, you may not have driving skills. All of that doesn't matter. Perseverance is a quality that you can apply in every area of your life. Okay, you take perseverance and you apply this in your work, you apply this in your marriage, you apply this in your business, you apply perseverance in health if you need to improve your health, studying at school, university. Apply perseverance to every part of your life, and there's going to be development and growth, and there's going to be improvement. With perseverance, you will improve all areas of your life 1%, 2%, 3%, 5% as time passes by. So it does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Even if you're slow as a snail. How do you say snail in Tagalog?
Suso.
Okay. Even if you are as slow as a snail, you are not as fast as a um, as a how do you call that animal that is very
Rabbit. Rabbit.
rabbit. Okay, the rabbit is very fast, right? Deer. You have so many animals. Um, because some people they start fast but they quit. Some people start slow,
Mhm.
but because they don't stop, they reach their goal. And that's important because maybe you're slow. You see a lot of people sharing their story, giving their
Mhm.
testimony, sharing the goodness, and sharing with you their progress, their accomplishment, their achievements, buying their house, buying their business, buying their farmland. And then you look at yourself and things are going slow. It doesn't mean that there's a problem with you. There's no problem with you as long as you don't stop and you keep persevering, because that was the story of this woman.
Yeah.
And this is so powerful
Mhm.
because we're gonna have the day of decision this weekend, June the 15th, and the day of decision is all about making a decision, sticking with your decision, not changing your mind, and persevering with that, especially if you know you are right. You don't need to be afraid.
Mhm.
Stick to your guns, meaning stay with the project. Don't change the project. God is with you. And maybe you are watching today and you maybe have realized that what could be lacking in your life is perseverance. If you would have a little bit more perseverance, you would be able to witness and see and experience the blessing, the accomplishment of your dreams. Maybe that is lacking in your life.
Yeah, Bishop. It's very interesting. I don't know in English, Bishop, but in the Philippines, in Tagalog, we have a characteristic or a traits,
Mhm,
really a word
mhm.
recorded in dictionary for a person who always start but never finish.
Wow.
Yeah, Bishop.
What,
Because
what is the word?
the word is ningas kugon. That's only for a person who they are like expert on starting something, but they never finish anything.
Hmm.
So that's the characteristic because
Uh-huh.
as we know, we have a lot of like my kababayans that they are professional on starting something.
Mhm,
But the thing is they don't persevere.
mhm,
But why? Because they want like a quick result
mhm,
that they can see it like, okay, tomorrow, that's it. That's why a lot of Filipinos, they are addicted with gambling
mhm.
and with lottery and everything. Why? Because they want like a solution that very quick,
Got it.
very quick. That's why they easily give up. But the thing is, it's not about because even Jesus said, "Oh, the justice will be granted quickly,
Mhm,
but will I find something that will keep." Because I don't know if it's happened as well with you, Bishop,
mhm.
like waiting the time of microwave.
Okay.
If the 30 seconds in microwave seems like forever, Bishop. Why?
Uh-huh.
Because we keep on waiting the
Uh-huh.
result. We are not doing something, but we just waiting. But
Mhm.
this perseverance is not just waiting, like
Uh-huh.
waiting for the blessing and like that. No, waiting and doing something.
Uh-huh.
That's why, like for
Yeah.
example, they want to be blessed, and then we are inviting them to come
Uh-huh.
this coming weekends for
Uh-huh.
this D-Day, the decision that they can receive financial independence as well. Everything in
Mhm.
this week of Independence Week of the Philippines,
Uh-huh.
we are prophesying that they are going to be independent as well, Bishop, but
Mhm.
they need to take an action.
Mhm.
We are going to tell them in this message, we are going to share to them
Mhm.
the secret for them to start. But it's
Mhm.
not starting only. They need to persevere in doing what they are going to learn this coming
Mhm.
weekends. And then for sure, they are going to see the complete transformation in their life.
Yeah. Understand that nobody is born with perseverance,
Mhm.
but it's a skill you can learn
Mhm.
and you can develop. And we're going to share with you how you can learn and how you can develop the skill of perseverance. And it's clear that whoever has perseverance goes very far.
Mhm.
Whoever does not have perseverance will get stuck. And I'm just to conclude, I'm thinking about this. Some people they persevere
Mhm.
in doing what is wrong.
Yeah.
Some people they persevere in what does not work.
We call it stubbornness, vision, that you
Stubborn.
shared last time.
Yeah. And now we are talking about persevering in what works, persevering in what is good, persevering in what brings result. That's why the woman that we read about, she persevered because she knew she was right. And she went to the right person. It's important. She went to the right person. She knew, I will go to the high court. I will go to the only person that has the power to release me from that sentence. So she did wisely. And that's what we're going to do this weekend. It's not going to be different. If you are watching and if you need more perseverance, scan the QR code, get in touch with us. This is the address in Kowloon. All right? Visit us, a special event during Independence Day,
Yes.
right? The whole week is Independence Day. Now, we are just thinking about that. How can you celebrate independence nationally or in a country or a community, but the person herself is not able to celebrate in her personal life? That would not be nice. Yeah? It would be nice that you can celebrate nationally, celebrate with people, but above all, you can celebrate in your life. You can celebrate with your family because you have achieved independence, financial independence, but also in independence and freedom and liberty in your mind, good mental health, in your soul, peace in your heart. Prosperity is not only financially, in all areas of your life, right? It's so important for people to understand that the independence that they achieve, they will enjoy that together with their family. It will change the condition of their life. It will change the condition of their workplace, their family, and even their mental health.
Yeah, Bishop, because I was imagining like this. The Philippines was set free from the slavery of 333 years, but somebody persevered. Ne?
Very
Imagine
strong.
somebody persevered there.
Very nice.
Imagine that. The 333 is as a process, and then they celebrate because they persevere. This is the time for them to persevere right now and for them to celebrate their own independence.
What a message. What a good example how to use that independence in a practical in a practical day-to-day life way and put it into practice, make use of it and benefit from that for the glory of God. Okay? So join us this weekend. For more information, scan the QR code, get in touch with us, and we will bring your case to the highest court. We have the prayer request. You can see here you can get a copy of this prayer request and you can bring your petition, your supplication here to the altar. All right? We're going to be back again tomorrow with Voice of Faith. And tomorrow we also have the Bible study. You can bring along your Bible. We're going to have the Tagalog Bible study
At 9 a.m. Bishop.
9 a.m. in the morning. And then English will be 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 9 o'clock in the evening, 9 p.m. Okay? See you then. Thank you for tuning in and join us again tomorrow. Bye-bye.